For people who have been experiencing a lot of tightness or pain in their shoulder or on the backside in their scapula, you can do something like wall angels or ground angels in order to increase the motion of your shoulder and your shoulder blades. So again, you can do this up against a wall or on the ground. We're gonna have Brendan demonstrate this for us, as well as some common restrictions that we often see with a lot of the people who have shoulder dysfunction. So first, I want to invite Brendan to bring his hands out and back into this 90 degrees. In this position, a lot of people might already notice a stretch on their chest or any pain in their shoulders. If this is difficult for you, you can bring your elbows down slightly until you find a position that feels more comfortable. The big things I want him to work on is utilizing this motion with his breath to integrate his entire spine, and then to also do an isometric exercise where he's going to be pushing back into the ground. So first, I want to invite Brendan to take a big breath into his belly as he creates that space, to hold that space as he breathes out. Awesome. He breathes into belly. I want you to also breathe into your chest and between the shoulder blades on the back side. So he's creating space for his shoulder blades. Hold that space as you breathe out. He's also going to then tuck his chin down to create length in his neck, and he can isometrically push his head down into the ground to feel how that is going to integrate into the backside of his spine and neck. So now that we are doing that, we have a stable core for now the distal mobility into his arm. So he's holding that, he's breathing like that. In this position, I want him to think about squeezing the shoulder blades together on the back side to increase the stretch on the front of the chest, as well as more external rotation of his shoulders. As he's doing that, he's going to think about pushing his elbows into the ground and his wrists into the ground. As he then goes up into this wall angel, let's bring your hands up above overhead. He's going to notice how that's challenging the range of motion of his shoulder and the scapulas on the back side. So he has great range of motion of his shoulders. You can see that his shoulder, his head, his chest, his hips, his elbows, and his wrists are all staying flat on the ground. Come back down. So now we're going to demonstrate what we could potentially see if you have restriction in your shoulder joint. So as he comes up, if you notice that your hand starts to come up like this, you are starting to compensate or cheat because you don't have the range of motion. So I'll have him come down about 3 to 5 degrees, then reset by pushing his wrists into the ground. Take a huge breath in there. Feel that stretch, feel the activation of all those tissues, and then now he can try to go up a little bit further. So there, he might find a sticking point, his wrist starts to come up, so that is an area where we know his limitation is, and he can start to go through this motion more. Let's bring your elbows down. So I usually recommend resetting your entire body. Start with a stable core, and then you can go up into these wall or ground angels, doing 10 to 15 moments at a time. And then what you'll notice is that you are really challenging all these tissues to provide more function and more strength. So you'd use this as a range of motion exercise. Use this also as a strengthening exercise to improve the quality of your life and the function of your body. My name is Dr. Jordan Fairley. I want to thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. And you can watch all of our other videos to help you to continue to empower your health.